The Irish Song and Recitation Festival, home of song, story, and poetical proverb. You are at the Irish Roots Cafe, and I am Mick the Bridge, your host. This is one of 3 broadcast series here at the cafe. The other 2 cover Irish family history worldwide and the history of the Irish in America. Oroche da Vahawalia. So step right up to the microphone, folks. Consider calling in at 816-256-3360. Then you just speak, sing, or play your piece proudly into my phone recorder. If it fits, we will place it on the air in a future show. But remember, it's all for free and it's all for fun, and tens of thousands of our listeners are looking forward to each show. And why is that? Because every day's a holiday at the Irish Roots Cafe. Reach me anytime, and be sure to read my show notes for this episode on my webpage at www.irishroots.com. Now let's move into the big back room here at the cafe and have a listen to what's being served up today. Welcome home. This is the Irish Roots Cafe, where every day's a holiday and there's always room for one more. Well, Peter just got done singing the Kerry song in honor of the Donahues and in honor of all the folks at Kerry. I think we're going to have to switch our theme, or we're going to be in trouble for favoring a certain portion of Ireland.
No, but you know what would be touching, though? We'll have a travelogue idea. We'll go county to county and talk about stuff like that.
That's right. That'd be a fun, and you'd be the perfect one to do it. You've been to Ireland 22 times.
22 times.
It almost seems impossible.
And I have actually been in the Republic, there's 26 counties.
Right.
In the north of Ireland, there's 6 counties.
Right.
And I have been to 28 counties.
Oh, my. I think you're going to have to finish that up. Yeah.
Some I've just passed through, but, maybe had lunch or something. But then others, about 15, I believe it is, I've stayed in the county for a little bit, yeah.
So you've seen the rivers, the mountains, the streams.
Yes. Oh, they're gorgeous. And, you can be driving around, and Kerry's one of those places, you can be driving around, and then there's this waterfall. Where did that come from?
Ah, that's right.
Coming off the hills
Torque.
And coming down. Yeah.
Torque down there by
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, of course, there's some great mountain ranges in Ireland.
I know. I remember when I was down there in Killarney, I remember a guy pointing out and saying, those are the Paps. And that's this and McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy Reeks.
Yeah. And what about the rest of Ireland?
Well, if you go up further, there's some over. They call them even the Dublin Mountains, the Kerry and the Cork Mountains.
Right.
But then there's the individual little names of them. And in Kerry, they have the tallest mountain.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I didn't realize it when I rented the house here in June. Out my back window of the cottage I had there was the tallest mountain in Ireland. I was right in the middle of the McGillicuddy Reeks. And the mountains were just gorgeous. And there's deer.
Right.
And the wildflowers. Right. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just beautiful.
And did you make it all the way up Croag Patrick?
I did. When I was in Mayo. I didn't make it all the way up.
Yeah.
That's a journey.
And the rocks are a little rugged on your feet.
They sure are. But I did walk up some to Croag Patrick to say, and that's in my future plans to do that, to go back. I'm always saying I want to go back for a lot of the festivals in the different counties. I also have to do the pilgrimage up Croag Patrick.
That's right. That's on my list, too.
That's something we have to do.
I've got to be prepared for that one, though.
This is true.
Get your hiking boots on.
I know. Oh, gee, the wellies, whatever they are.
That's it. Oh,
well, you talk about mountains. There's another mountain range up further. There's the Galtee Mountains.
Right.
And in Ireland, there's the Galtee cheeses and the Galtee milk. And there's a region up there of dairy.
Right.
And it's all in the mountains. And in there's the Glen of Atherlow.
Yes, beautiful.
And now, that's where the song 40 Shades of Green was inspired by Johnny Cash, who sat there in the Glen of Atherlow and wrote that song, 40 Shades of Green. And it's an American song, but he met it, and in it, he tells about the gal in the town. Now, we're going to go north of Kerry. and we want to go up a county up, 2 counties up, on the other side of Limerick.
Right.
And then we go into this other county. Now, in the olden days, in World War I and things, and we're talking about olden music, there was a song. So going from Kerry to where we're going, it is a long way.
Oh, a long way to where?
Oh, to Tipperary.
Ah, indeed.
And so we're not going to sing that song because that song actually is an Irish. That's more of a soldier's song.
Well, and the British picked it up and they sung it for the army, but yeah, it's not really what you'd call. Although people might sing it just because it's a fun thing to sing.
Oh, sure, and it's. But we're going to Tipperary, and we're going to go to Slievenamon.
Oh, well, now I've heard that was the anthem for Tipperary.
Yes, and there's a national anthem for Ireland. We talked earlier about Danny Boy and the Londonderry Air.
Right.
But in Northern Ireland, when Northern Ireland plays in Commonwealth games and things, the tune, the Londonderry Air, is considered their anthem for the country.
Well, and Slievenamon is considered the
anthem for the county.
Yeah, and in Tipperary hurling matches, they play it before each match.
See that? Yeah. It's like in Cork, the song, the anthem for Cork, is "My Own Lovely Lee," which is the river that flows through County Cork and through the city of Cork.
Right. It's the
my
Lee.
Own lovely, by the banks of my own lovely Lee.
That's right.
That's the anthem.
The Lee in Cork and the Liffey in Dublin.
That's right.
That's the 2 rivers I've known.
Ah, okay, yeah. And there's another river in there, a bigger one.
Yeah.
We'll get to that one later when we come out of the mountains.
That's right.
Slievenamon is beautiful, and they have a beautiful song. And maybe I could do that one. It's almost like a waltz then, but and I've heard it sung in very many different ways. And there's a couple of versions even of those words. But it is a great song.
Boy, and you know what that means, Slievenamon? It's, let me see, Mountain of the Woman.
That's right. Yeah.
Comes from Vaughan. The Vaughan is the name for woman in Gaelic, and Slievenamon sort of gets translated into Slievenamon.
Sure.
Yeah. And, well, shoot, it was written by Kickham, Charles Kickham.
Yes.
And they said that it was inspired by his cousin, Catherine Carew. And that's interesting. And I also found out that the Irish version might have a whole different meaning than the English language version.
Oh, sure. Oh, yes.
And they say that it was written about the 1798 uprising, and the Irish soldiers took the hill and did some signaling of one type or another that incited the occupiers of the day. And so the army that existed came through there and chased them off the mountain and probably did a lot of damage to the men themselves. So that's a little sadder meaning to it than the English version.
Yes.
But it's a beautiful song.
Well, their songs, their war songs are happy, and their love songs are sad in Ireland.
That's where you got a little bit of everything. You won't get too high, you won't get too low.
But it's a beautiful region. I've been there and through Atherlow and stopped. And there's a beautiful valley, which is the Glen of Atherlow, but you're at the top, and then there's this crucifixion scene up there at the top of the hill. And so you drive up to that, and then you go way down the road. It's really kind of steep.
Right.
And you go down, but there's that sitting up at the top. And then just to look at the valley, and you can imagine why Johnny Cash wrote that, because you do see, because of the fields, you know how it looks like there's squares or rectangles.
Right.
There are all those shades of green. And when the sun is shining, it's coming, when the sun's coming from the west, because that's what it picks it up there, because where Tip is, it just highlights that area, and it's just beautiful, beautiful.
I tell you, that gives a better meaning to the song when I hear Johnny Cash sing it, because he took the trouble to go there and make it authentic.
And he says in it, there was a girl in Tipperary town.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he left her there, he says. And so there's always been talk. My friends who live in Tipperary, they kind of say, well, we're always wondering who that was. Who was that girl there?
Boy, oh boy.
It's a great song, and Slievenamon gives honor to Tipperary. And Tipperary, I think, is one of those hidden jewels of Ireland.
Right.
Nobody goes there.
Right.
Everybody knows about it, I think, because of that song, but nobody really goes there because the Rock of Cashel is there.
Right.
And that's the big thing. Brian Boru's a castle, or whenever, it's 1,000 years ago, and it sits majestically on this mountain. And on a hilltop of the mountain.
It's like a rock outcropping,
it is,
almost, isn't it?
The Rock of Cashel is called, yeah. And it's amazing. But Tipperary doesn't have that much more.
It's not a wealthy county either.
No, it isn't. No.
I know that the Ryans come. There must be a million
Ryan is
Ryans.
a big name in Tipperary,
Yeah.
And they refer to it, if you look at the books for traveling and visitations and things, they always call North Tipperary and South Tipperary. And so the attractions that you get from the north are more related to the northern part. They're up into Mayo and over into Leitrim, and south it's more related to Limerick and down into Cork.
That's right. It doesn't matter what the government drew up to say where the lines were. They'll form their own allegiances.
They do. Yeah. But I like it. It's a quiet county.
That's right. That'd be in the province of Munster, wouldn't it?
It would be, yes. And I've been. I was there one night in Tipperary town. Oh, my God, I was. And I'm singing in a pub. There I am again. And with this guy who's playing this, he has also, he's one-man band. And he has his, the organ, the keyboard, and he's got, the other things with the modern age you put to it. And so some people I was with, they said, we're going to go get him. And then all of a sudden I hear my name. What's going on? They told him, get him up to sing. So I got up to sing.
Right.
And then there's a whole group of people in the pub, of course. They invite us over to their table.
Oh, yes.
Buy us around and want to visit and talk. And as a result of that, I got some emails from people, addresses and that.
Right.
And we kept in touch. People in Tipperary, when you're looking for, I always say that, the real Ireland, you want to go where there's not 100 tourists with you. You want to be in the place where the Irish are being themselves.
And that's harder and harder to find, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. And it's sad.
Yeah, it changed. It's a whole different way of life, I think, in the last 20 years.
Oh, very much. Oh, very much so. Yeah, because I first went to Ireland in 1975, and it's like going to a different country in the cities. That's why I like. Take me out to the country.
That's right.
Me out in the country.
I agree with you 100%. Well, how's your voice doing? You think you can do a number? What is it? We're going to be on 4 or 5?
We're on 4, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How's your voice? You think you can?
It's good. I had a little water to help me get through it.
Good.
So what is it you want me to sing then?
Slievenamon.
Oh, it'd be grand. It's a lovely song.
That's right. A Tipperary song for sure.
A good old tip song.
Yes. Well, they're used to you now. Now you got all these people peeking in the door over there, leaning over the food counter, trying to listen to you sing privately back here.
That's right.
I tell you, they all want to get on the microphone.
And they want to be in the cafe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It makes it special, I'm telling you that. Okay, Peter, go ahead. You know what to do. Number 4, Slievenamon.
All right. Alone, all alone, by the wave-washed strand, all alone in the crowded hall. The hall it is gay, and the waves they are grand, but my heart is not here at all. It flies far away by night and by day to the times and the joys that are gone. I never will forget the sweet maiden I met in the valley near Slievenamon. It was not the grace of her queenly hair, nor the cheek of her roses glow, nor her soft black eyes, nor her flowing hair, nor was it her lily white brow. 'Twas the soul of truth and of melting ruth, and her smile like a summer's dawn, that stole my heart away one mild summer day in the valley near Slievenamon. In the festive hall by the star-watched shore, my restless spirit cried. praise. My love, oh my love, shall I ne'er see you more? And my land, will it ever uprise? By night and by day I ever pray, while only my life flows on, to see our flag unfurled and my true love enfold in the valley of Slievenamon.
That's a wrapper for today, folks. I'm Mick the Bridge at the Irish Roots Cafe. You can contact me at mike@irishroots.com or send your submission or your notes to Box 7575, Kansas City, Missouri 64116. And you can always reach me on the web at www.irishroots.com. Call up and leave me your message or your entry on my phone recording machine at 816-256-3360. Just do it today. And oh yes, any donation to keep this show going is appreciated. And remember, keep the best of your Irish heritage alive today.